Long ago, in a time before roads crisscrossed the land and towering cities dotted the horizon, the natural world still whispered its secrets, and the spirit of the earth moved freely among people. Nestled between rugged mountains and winding rivers lay a quiet village, home to a young girl whose destiny would alter the course of history. This is the story of Nia, the one marked by the ancestors. Nia was born under a full moon, wrapped in a blanket of stars. Her mother said the wind danced when she cried, and birds gathered on the rooftop to welcome her. From the moment she could walk, Nia was different. She could hear trees whispering secrets, feel the pain of wounded animals, and with just her hands, she could heal what was broken. She would sit by the river and speak to the fish, and they would rise to greet her. Butterflies rested on her shoulders, and even wild lions bowed their heads when she passed. But the people in the village were afraid. They whispered behind her back, "She talks to trees. That's not normal." She healed that boy's broken leg with just water and leaves. It's witchcraft. They didn't understand her gift. They called her a witch and claimed she brought bad luck. The elders warned her mother to keep her hidden. What the village didn't know was that Nia had been chosen by the ancestors. One night, she had a dream. In it, a giant snake with eyes like fire rose from the river and called her name. "Nia, Nia, it is time." When she woke, she followed the river deep into the forest, past places no one dared to go. The river began to sing, and the wind swirled around her. She stepped into the water, and it pulled her gently under. But Nia did not drown. She was taken into the world beneath, a hidden realm where the ancestors lived. The water sparkled like stars. Giant turtles, ancient and wise, circled her. Spirits in the form of animals surrounded her. Here, she began her initiation. For many years, the ancestors trained her. They taught her how to heal with sacred plants, how to call the rain, and how to listen to the heartbeat of the earth. She became one with the water, the air, the fire, and the soil. Her power grew. Back in the village, things were falling apart. While Nia was gone, strangers came. At first, they were kind. They brought gifts, told stories, and said they came in peace. The villagers welcomed them, but soon the animals disappeared. The crops stopped growing. The river dried up. Children fell sick, and the trees began to rot. The invaders had brought a dark spirit with them, one that poisoned the land. The ancestors were angry. They whispered in the villagers' dreams, "You let strangers walk on sacred ground. You have forgotten who you are." But there is still hope. Go to the river on the night of the red moon. Sing to us. Make your offerings. The one who was chosen will return. The villagers gathered at the riverbank under the red moon, just as the ancestors had said. They brought fruits, honey, feathers, and milk. They sang songs older than memory. The earth shook. The wind howled. And from the depths of the river, Nia rose. She was no longer a girl. She was a woman, dressed in robes made of light and water, her eyes glowing with wisdom and power. Animals followed her: lions, elephants, birds, and snakes. Trees leaned toward her as she walked. Flowers bloomed at her feet. She looked at the people and said, "You forgot who you were, but the land still remembers. The ancestors still remember." She walked through the village, touching the sick, and they were healed. She sang to the soil, and the crops grew. She called the rain, and the river flowed once more. She placed her hands on a dying tree, and it burst back to life. Sacred trees rose all around, filled with the spirits of the ancestors. The invaders fled, chased by the spirit of the land. Balance was restored. The village rejoiced. They built a temple near the river to honor their ancestors. They no longer feared Nia. They called her the voice of the earth. But Nia did not stay. One night, she walked back into the river, her spirit joining the ancestors, yet her power remained. To this day, some say that if you sit by the river and sing the old songs, you can hear Nia's voice in the wind. The trees will sway and the animals will gather because the girl who healed the land is still watching.